Welcome back to Edwards Economics. My name's Kaylin, and millions of Americans are getting absolutely destroyed every month by their car payments that are more than their rent payments. The epidemic of cars costing more than homes has hit a peak in 2026. And I have some bad news. I don't think that it's getting any better.
This might be a hot take, but I see people on here all the time that are like, I would never have a car payment. Like, why do you have a car payment? Just get a used car. And I'm like, have you never had car trauma? I've had multiple used cars. It wasn't until last year when I was 26, I'm 27 now, when I bought my first car from a dealership. For years and years and years, when I turned 18, everyone was like, just get a used car, just get a used car. Don't do the car payment thing, just get a cash car, get a used car. I did that. And it gave me so much car trauma. I had
Gen Z, I'm sorry. I'm Gen Z too, technically, but I'm right at the cutoff, 97 birthday. Gen Z, y'all are funny, man. Y'all kill me with this. I be feeling like I'm not even a part of it at this point. Why? How come everything always a trauma? Oh, I did the used car. I did the car, the cash car. Do it again. I bought lemons too. I've had like 6 different used cars. Do it again. You keep doing it. That's the thing. That's the thing that keeps you out of debt. Because sometimes, boom, you strike one and you can drive it for 500,000 miles. Sometimes you got a lemon and you only got a few hundred miles in it. But that's the game. Don't y'all want to live a life that's exhilarating? Car trauma. What is y'all talking about, man? This is crazy.
so many used cars break down on me. My last used car was a 2007 Honda Accord. She was great at first. I didn't have any issues, but when I had issues, they did not stop. My final straw was last year. I'm on my way home from work and I was working near downtown Houston. My car started overheating in traffic and I had to pull over to the closest, safest parking lot I could find with my car smoking.
Yeah, that come with the game. That happened to me all the time. All the time. That come with the game.
Had enough because I had taken this car to get repaired 3 times within the past week, kept overheating on me. I called my sister and she immediately took me to the dealership. I not only left with a new car, a car payment, but also peace of mind. I feel like I'm not just paying for the car, I'm like paying for peace of mind. And I'm not someone that's like gonna get.
You have peace of mind until you lose a job. You know, you have peace of mind until you get laid off. You have peace of mind until you start to upgrade your standard of living in other areas of your life because entitlement, because all these other excuses could be applied to everything. I need new shoes because peace of mind. Have you ever had shoe trauma before? Have you ever had to walk and get a blister on your foot? Like, you can apply this to anything. And I get what she's saying. I'm not trying to be dense. But what I'm saying is it's still generally a bad idea to go out and get car payments that you cannot afford. And citing car trauma is crazy to me.
Get a new car every year or 2. This car is going to stay with me for a long time until she can't anymore.
Okay.
But people who judge people for like having car payments, I'm like, you must not have ever had car trauma. I don't know, hot take.
Calling all my financial advisors from TikTok. Just trying to see if someone has advice or has been in this situation because I need help. Okay, we're going to talk about car payments. Get ready. Okay, so my car payment currently is $1,100 a month. I know, it's very scary. And I wish I was joking. But once upon a time, I was young and dumb, and I was part of very irresponsible decisions. And now I'm literally paying the price. That's a story for a different time. And getting a cheaper car was not an option at the time because I was so upside down in my car that I needed a big enough loan to get approved by the bank, something like that. So
sounds like she got finessed. Oh boy.
Anyways, I have a 2024 Toyota Highlander, which I absolutely love. No complaints there. It's just obviously the price. So Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just stuck. But that's why I'm asking, because, I guess you just, save and refinance. So, or if anyone has any non-sus ideas, ways, if anyone's been in the situation, how do you lower your car payment? And to be honest,
You don't. You never get it. Sell it, get rid of it, pay it down, live with it. Oh man, she was already underwater on a different car, and they just made her more underwater for longer on this one. Guys, these cars depreciate. What you're financing these cars for is not what they're actually worth, especially after you start driving them and you start naming them. Start doing what all that you do, and your kids get crackers and cookies and juice boxes and applesauce all on the seat. It's not worth what you think it's worth, but that loan still is, and that's where they get you. And then you just roll that over into the next car and the next car and the next car. And what you're doing when you do that is you're making that car more expensive than it otherwise would be. Cooked. Never do this again, actually. The thing is, when you're in this type of car debt for the term, 4 or 5 years, it seems like it's never going to go away. But that's actually not that long when you think about it. If you can continue making those payments, just do it and let it be life's tuition to never do this again. You can actually make this more worth it if you got this five-year car loan. You paid $1,000 a month for it. Yeah, it's terrible. You're going to get wrecked. But if you can drive it for another 20 years, you're going to look back and say, you know what? It wasn't that bad. The problem is y'all love new stuff. Y'all don't like to delay gratification. So you get the little 48-month car loan, the 60-month, the 72-month. And then as soon as you get done paying off one car, you say, oh, I want something new. Ooh, and you go get a whole new one. And you do the same thing over and over. So you're perpetually in debt, making these large payments. You don't have to live like that. Hey, you got the new car. You paid all this money. You might as well drive it until the wheels fall off. Check your ego. Stop trying to impress people and live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Thanks, Dave Ramsey.
Even thought about filing bankruptcy, but I don't think I'm even eligible because, A, I need my car. I need a car. And also I have no other debt. So I don't think I get to just clear my debt and get a free car because everyone else.
If you're scared of getting a new car because you don't want a payment, just take the payment, okay? Take the payment. I'm not here to influence, financial irresponsibility or whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? I'm not here.
But that's what you're doing.
To influence that at all. But what I am here to influence is your happiness, your peace of mind, your safety, and think long term. We got to think big, okay?
This is terrible advice. Oh boy. This is awful advice.
I sell cars for a living, and my goal is to always help people. You also want to make money too, but I can make money while also being helpful.
Oh, it's a conflict of interest. Okay, she's talking her book. That makes sense. Hey, I sell homes for a living. It doesn't matter that the interest rates are 10% and you can't afford a $10,000 a month mortgage. Buy from me because I'm going to make money, and you got to think big. No, this is terrible advice. Let's hear what you got to say.
Honest. A lot of people don't think about the overall cost of ownership. Yeah, you might have a car that's paid off and you still have to maintain it. You have maintenance to pay for, things of that nature. You have stuff you got to pay for.
Let me tell you, it's still cheaper. It's still cheaper than paying $2,000 a month. I know, probably doesn't sound that way, but it is. Maybe you are a little bit more insecure. Maybe you do have car trauma. Don't care. Everybody's got trauma for everything nowadays. You don't have to be broke unless you start making these crazy decisions.
Buy a used Honda, buy a used Toyota, save your money. I did that, and now I spend almost $400 a month in gas, an average $600 a month in car repairs and maintenance. I think I bought the wrong one. Buy a used Honda.
Yeah, you got a lemon. $400 a month in gas is egregious. What kind of car did she get? A diesel truck? Like, what is she driving? She truck driving or something? That's a lot in gas. But I mean, the repairs, if you had a hoopty, sometimes it need to be repaired, but you don't got to repair. You know what I mean? Like, you can drive it while it's barely kicking, because they can take a licking and keep ticking. You'd be surprised how long these hoopties can go. And for some of y'all who had these like me, sometimes you didn't know how you was going to get to point A to point B. So you turned it, hoped, and then you prayed that you would get there. Some of y'all also like me have pulled over on the side of the road because your car just couldn't make it, but you still appreciated it, right? You still appreciated it. But if you look at it, all things considered, you ended up saving more money, even though you had car trauma and car insecurity, not knowing if you're going to be able to get to the places you need to get to, because I'd rather pay $400 in a year, $600 in a year, just fixing little small things than $1,000 or $2,000 a month because I have a new car that's going to spend 99% of its life parked with me not in it. Come on, y'all. Come on.
The older I get, the more I realize that everyone is just like in massive debt and they don't seem to care about it. Over Christmas break, my car actually broke down and I was told I need a brand new engine for like $18,000. I was like, obviously not. I'm going to sell the car, get a new one. So I've been heavily on like car TikTok and like looking at different cars and people sharing their brand new cars that they got, Toyotas, Hondas, etc. And in the comments, people will be like, oh, like how much is your monthly payment? And people are casually being like, oh, I have like $1,000 monthly payment for a Toyota. Don't get me wrong, Toyotas nowadays, super expensive. But like I grew up with a dad who was like, if you have more than a $300 to $500 car payment a month, like you can't afford that car. Like if you...
Keyword, she grew up with a dad. Changes things.
Can't afford to put enough down to where you can have a lower car payment, like you can't afford the car. And it's not people that are then like buying used cars. It's like they're buying a brand new 2026 Grand Toyota Highlander and they're having like $1,000, even an $800 car payment is insane. Or like a $1,200 car payment. And people are like in the comment sections on all of these car videos like, oh, that's not that bad. Oh, that's not that bad. Like, are we okay? I'm trying to save up for my new car and I am purposely not having a car for the next like 6 to 12 months while I save a bigger deposit because I don't want to have a huge like monthly payment on a car. And I feel like that's more normal / I should just go and get like a little beater while I wait. But like, guys, it's not normal to have $1,000 monthly car payments. Like that is not a normal thing. Like,
but it is now. It is normal. It's actually more normal than not. It's more average than not. The question is whether or not you want to be average. You know, Dave Ramsey, a lot of people don't like him, but if they would just heed the advice that they've been hearing for years, a lot of people learned about him in high school because they have like high school economics programs. To live like no one else so that you can live like no one else. Stop buying things to try to impress people. Stay out of debt, period. Some of y'all should have listened. We could drive a beater. I drove a beater. Drive the beater to stay out of debt. But if you are not willing to drive the beater because you have this term that they call car trauma, which you're going to see later, I don't want to hear you complaining about your car payment. We got to make smarter decisions, y'all. Delay gratification.
you cannot afford a car if you're paying $1,000 a month for it, especially if it's a like 2026 like brand new freaking car. Like you don't need that then. I just think it's like insane. And I'm realizing that like everyone is like so casually in debt, and like the thought of even having a car payment freaks me out because my previous car didn't have a car payment because it was kind of old. And like now having a car payment, I'm so incredibly conscious of like I don't want a high car payment after not having one.
A new car, I have a $380 car payment. Let's talk about it. Start this by saying I will never have a car payment over $450 probably. That will never be me. I think that car payments are such a waste of money. If you can afford the payment, doesn't mean you can afford the car. Now, this car is almost a brand new car. It's a 2024. It had 26,000 miles. Bought the Mazda CX-90. I didn't buy it from a Mazda dealer. I wanted to be in a very affordable option of a car, but also have it feel very luxurious, which is exactly what I have. We had to have 3 rows. So here's what I did. Going in, I had a pretty hefty down payment. I had an 848 credit score. I started shopping rates on my own. I was able to get a local lender to match a rate. And so I ended up with like a 4% interest rate. They were gonna roll the fees inside of the financing, and I was like, that's stupid. I'm not paying for like a licensing fee inside of my financings. I did like an $11,000 down payment. I negotiated the car down at like $30,000. The note is over 72 months. I know myself, this car will be paid off very, very quickly. Here's how I'll do it. I'll do a bi-weekly payment, which will be $200 coming out of every check, which over the course of a year, that's an extra $20 on top of an extra payment every year. My gut told me to go affordable, and that's exactly what I did. So that's how I did it. I hope that you...
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It sounds more complicated than it actually is. She's just going to be paying extra money towards the principal on each check. I still don't like the idea of car payments at all, but I know that I'm in the minority there. I'd rather just delay gratification, have a beater, have a hoopty, not have a car payment at all, pay myself the car payment, use that money to buy a car, cash that I want, which is what I've done. And it's just been a blessing. I've had my cars for almost 10 years now, paid off. And I just can't imagine all the money that I've been able to invest instead of paying car payments has just been insane. The returns that we've gotten on that. Like, man.
I work at Bellevue Honda, and we're going to see exactly how much people pay for their car per month.
$0.
What's your car payment, and what do you drive?
About $800, and I drive a 2024 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport.
What's your car payment, and what do you drive?
2015 BMW M3. My car payment's $699.
What's your car payment, and what do you drive?
$600. Accord.
What's your car payment, and what do you drive?
I drive a 2001 Civic, 0 car payment.
What's your car payment, and what do you drive?
My payment is $620. I have a 21 Accord 2.0 Turbo. I also have a 1991 Civic SI, no payments.
What's your car payment, what do you drive?
Car.
2024 Accord, $450.
All right, y'all. So I'm currently inside my 2023 vehicle that I just got from Enterprise 2 days ago with a 500 credit score. So I'm going to show you guys, or I'm going to tell you guys what my payment and everything looks like, what my deposit was, all that good stuff. So for my payment, it started off at $468. I did add gap insurance and I did add a warranty. I added a warranty. Why? I'm not the type of person like to maintain my cars. I'm really not. So I love the convenience of being able to go to a Toyota dealership. Hey, can y'all do my brakes? Hey, can you do my tires? Hey, can y'all give me an oil change? Can you clean my car? I love that. Like, so you don't have to get the warranty. It's very optional. But for a person like me, a girl that don't really like to do too much, I just want to drive my car and do the bare minimum, I think it's worth it because it was only an extra couple dollars a month. I also pay for gap insurance. I know people are like, well, you don't really need gap insurance. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. My open loan that's on my credit history right now that I haven't been able to get off because I still owe them people like $19,000 on a car is because I got a car that got totaled by somebody else. I did not pay my car insurance for those 2 months prior to that, and I did not have gap insurance when I got that car, and I didn't know any better. So now that is like, I just still have to pay that at some point. I have to either settle on it or pay the full amount. So I would say the gap insurance 100% worth it. It was only an extra like $8 a month. You could pick different policies too. So with the car payment, which was $468 plus the gap insurance and the warranty, I'm paying about $570, I think. Whew. And then my car insurance is only $178 too. So I think altogether, if you round it up, it's about $800 a month that I'm probably going to put towards my car. And I do leave like an extra $50 or so that I'm just going to add in there so that I can start to pay my car down a little bit faster. So I think for me, the payment's a little bit workable because I've never had a car payment that was less than $350. So that's not too bad for me. But yeah, so altogether, $570 for car payment, gap insurance, and a warranty monthly, and then $178 for my car insurance.
Would you pay $1,400 a month on the car of your dreams?
No.
And if not, what is the most you would pay or the most you have paid?
0.
And been comfortable with that? My dream car is a Tahoe. I have always wanted to have a Tahoe for many, many years now. However, I watched a video last night of a girl saying after 3 years of paying $1,400 on her $84,000 Tahoe, she bought it new at the time, she decided that it was no longer worth that and she was trading it in for something cheaper. And like when I heard her say that she was paying $1,400 a month on a car note, I just was like, no. Personally, out. I could never do that. I couldn't spend more than $1,000 a month on a car note in order for me not to be literally sick every single month when I had to pay that. Now, it'd be different if someone like has a decent large amount of money and like $1,400 was just a drop in the hat and it was no big deal. That's different. But I feel like from what I see, a lot of people who buy the very expensive trucks, the very expensive SUVs, a lot of them end up going car broke because they're obsessed with their vehicle, but now they have no extra money on sometimes even necessities. And that's not for me. That is not for me. Now, if you can afford it and still not have to struggle, that's something different. But I just can't, in today's economy especially, imagine paying $1,400 on a vehicle. I am glad for her, whoever she was, that she realized that was no longer worth it, because she said she was only paying off like $10,000 a year and she was paying thousands of dollars in interest. And I'm sorry, but at some point you just have to tap out and be like, I love that vehicle, but I'm just not that dumb. I can't lose that amount of money.
What is the highest monthly payment you have ever seen?
I had a customer come in and buy a new Navigator for me. It was $3,700 a month.
What is the highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$2,100 a month. I think it was a Bronco Raptor.
What was the highest monthly payment you've ever seen for a vehicle?
I sold someone a BMW M850i and they signed out at $1,875 a month. What is the highest monthly payment that you've ever seen?
Probably it was about $1,600 and something thousand on an F450 Platinum.
What is the highest monthly payment that you have ever seen?
$1,300 on an Expedition.
What's the highest monthly payment that you've ever seen?
$1,400 a month for 72 months.
Y'all, why are we letting people do this to us? Stay out of the dealership. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it anymore. Quit going in there and letting these people do that to y'all. Are y'all serious?
What is the highest monthly payment you've ever seen?
$2,600.
Okay, but what are y'all paying for your car payment? Because now you have me confused. Because $650 is a lot. It's a lot. I would rather not pay it. Don't love that. However, I do love my car. However, she's not a fancy sports car. I have a 2023, might be a 2022, I don't remember. Kia Sorento. Nice SUV. I loved her. I love her. Again, I love her. But it's not fancy by any means. I would consider it a normal car for a mom, for a family. Also, that monthly payment includes like my warranty with Kia. So anytime my light comes on, anytime I need my oil changed, they got me, and that's nice. And also our credit is good. Before you say our credit's bad, that's why my payment is high. And before you say they must have got me on some crazy interest rate, I'm pretty sure we went back and forth with the dealer and USAA, and we went with the USAA, and I think we got like 2 or 3%. So none of that is a factor. We weren't bought into anything. We just got a brand new car, which I felt like was a good purchase. And I still do feel like is a good purchase and a good monthly investment, though it does make me sad. Simply because I'm a mother, I'm a homeschool mom especially. We're always doing things. Now I work. I need a reliable car. We're also traveling across the state line all the time. I need something that's reliable, and you never know what you're getting from a used car. So let me know what you pay for a brand new SUV.
There are other options, though. All the things she said about herself is true for my family, but we just made different decisions. We're not entitled to new cars, no matter whatever you try to put on it, we're not entitled to it. So you're either going to make the large payment or you're going to settle for something that is reliable. I don't know why there's this stigma against used cars, like they're not reliable. Like you can find good used cars. You might have to do a little research. You might have to put a little bit of money into them, but you're still saving money net.
These car payments are killing you all. One of my friends has like a $600 a month car payment. Good Lord. If I'm paying $600 a month for a car, I am living in that car. I am also, that car is my second home. I can't do it because I live in Ohio. You could rent a nice room in an apartment with roommates for $600 a month for a car. Obviously, my car is pretty bad. You know, I just get a hold of that beater and then I just drain it until it simply won't go any longer. The newest car I've ever owned was a 2004. My current one's a 2003. I actually went down a year. Yes, it sounds awful. And yes, like when people get in it, they're like, so this is going to explode possibly any day, possibly tomorrow. But what they don't understand is that I have car plot armor and that my car, you know, even though it feels like it might explode any second, it actually has 200,000 more miles on it. I think one day I'll grow up and I'll get a nice car that doesn't make people so uncomfortable to be in. But the idea of that car payment, it kills people. I swear it kills.
Yeah. The only reason I got a new car was because we were having babies and I couldn't get the car seat in the beater. And also, like, it would be kind of swerving. It needed power steering fluid. Like, every time I got in, it was not safe. So I get that. I didn't have to get a new car, but I could afford it. I could have just got another beater that was a little bit less beat and then beat it up and then kept doing that. That's the smartest thing to do. Never bought a new car. Always buy my cars at least 4 years old. After a lease, they look brand new. It's new to me, but all the depreciation is mostly gone. Pay cash.
Have an older car, never be embarrassed of that car until the wheels fall off. Because when you get a car payment, life changes. Don't get me wrong, I love my car. I love her. Her name's Mookie. She's great. But wow. I miss White Boy. My Dodge Charger. My 2008 Dodge Charger that almost had 300,000 miles on it.
Hey, if you having these folks, like it's a relationship, I know that feel.
I couldn't even brake properly. I would literally be sliding into intersections because I couldn't brake all the way. And I still miss him. I miss that car. I really do because there's no payment, you know?
What do you drive and what's your car payment?
RX 500 hybrid. I think my payment is $945 or $955.
What do you drive and what's your car payment?
A 1982 Toyota Celica, $325.
That's a good payment. What do you drive and what's your car payment?
I'm driving a Dodge Scat Pack. My payments is $700 a month. I also have a 2021 Toyota Corolla, and that payment is only $400 a month.
You got two cars?
Got two cars.
What do you drive and what's your car payment?
2014 Camaro SS, no car payment.
Oh, that's good. What do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a RAV4 and my payment is $400.
Oh, that's good. What do you drive and what's your car payment?
I drive a BMW M340i and my car payment is $250.
That's the best one today.
Wow.
You know, at some point we have to stop coming on here and screaming that having a car payment is bad and that you should never have one, because I think that is a privileged way of thinking. Not everyone has a car available that they can borrow to get to and from work. Not everyone has people that are willing to take them to and from work. Not a lot of people have public transportation accessible to them that can get them to and from work while they save for a car. Having a car payment are some people's only way of getting to work and staying afloat.
Lies, lies, lies. Not true, not true, not true. It takes literally no time to drive around and find cars on the side of the road that can get you to point A to point B, to go on Craigslist, to go on Facebook Marketplace, to do any type of due diligence, to find a car that you can buy for cash. It's just the entitlement talking. I'm sorry. As soon as you start, oh, it's a privilege. Oh, be quiet.
Still costs more now than I paid in 2019 for an LT, not a custom. This one is a hell of a bargain. 150,000 miles and it's still $24,000. Who's buying these trucks? That one doesn't seem half bad, but you could buy a new one for the exact same price. That's $61,000. And then the 2-year-old truck that would probably cost you 62 grand costs you 50,000. I don't know, that's not too bad.
Yes, it is.
A Trail Boss for 40,000, 50. Oh my god. Yeah, don't buy a used truck if you don't know what the market is, because you might as well just go buy a new one. This one, you'd actually be, if you bought a custom today, you'd probably walk out paying like 40, 41. So to get a 5-year-old truck with 50,000 miles to save like 7 grand, that doesn't really make sense. It's only going to cost you basically $1,000 a year. So you might as well just buy new by then.
So as you guys can see, the level of cope for car payments is at an all-time high. We have Gen Z citing car trauma and privilege for people to be able to get car payments. But as always, I want to know, what do you guys think? Am I off? Should people be getting car payments if they can afford them? What is the craziest car payment that you've ever seen? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I pray that the Lord blesses you, that he keeps you, that he lifts his face towards you, that he turns his countenance towards you, that he gives you favor, and that he gives you peace.